My friends, this is Dr. B, the best doctor in medicine and the most caring doctor in medicine. After more than 30 years at high level in medicine, Dr. B wants to remind you to please never forget that Dr. B genuinely loves you and Dr. B genuinely cares about you. And I swear to God, I say this from the bottom of my heart. Today, Dr. B wants to tell you about how you can recognize, identify, recognize a medical charlatan on YouTube. How can you, as an ordinary person, identify and recognize a medical charlatan on YouTube? Pay attention to this. Medical charlatan is a term that Dr. B has copyrighted. I have trademarked this term as of November 2025, called medical charlatan. Means medical quack, medical hack, medical scammers, medical disinformer, medical misinformer. Put everything together, we call these people medical charlatans. 99% of these people who are medical charlatans are scammers. They spread medical misinformation and disinformation, not by ignorance, but by intention, because they make millions of dollars for themselves and billions of dollars for YouTube and of course other platforms where they have other channels and everything, right? Now, me, Dr. B, I've been in medicine and surgery for more than 30 years. I started my career in Europe, France, Spain, Italy, then I went to Canada, then the US. I practiced in many countries before coming here. I have massive amount of experience, knowledge in medicine, surgery. You can look at my certification and degrees down there. I have 14 medical licenses at high level in medical imaging, right? I have a master's degree in public health, a medical degree, a surgical degree, so I can smell, sniff medical disinformation and medical misinformation and disinformation like a dog would sniff the food from 50 miles away, right? For me, it's super easy, right? Just by reading the title of these charlatans, I can recognize the guy is another evil quack, right? But how can you identify these people and stay away from clicking and subscribing to these medical charlatans? Because there is something that has not bothered me, but has kind of, I'm wondering about, like deeply wondering, why is it that me, Dr. B, posting real medical information backed by science, 30 years of knowledge in my freaking brain, I have to throw my hat in the air if I get more than 10 views for each of my videos? Whereas these people, I mean all of them, millions of views, millions of subscribers, right? 500,000 subscribers, 500,000 views, another one 2 million, another one 3 million, another one 1.5 million. I mean, it's mind-boggling. I've been on YouTube for just 6 months. I don't know anything about YouTube. I'm just new to this. And again, I'm not here for the money, the fame, the glory. I make a ton of money at our cardiovascular clinic right over there, 5 minutes from my beautiful 1-bedroom but simple apartment in the beautiful but expensive city of Mountain View, California. I don't hide anything to you, right? You know my titles, you know where I live, you know everything about me, right? So I am here, guys, for you. I am here to, because I get pissed. I've been on YouTube for many years. I started watching videos of surgeons, other doctors, cardiologists, because I need to update and upgrade and always keep up with my surgical skills and knowledge and medical skills. Medicine is an ever-growing science. It never ends growing. Every freaking days there's new medications, new surgical techniques, new procedures. There are 30,000 research teams, 30,000 all over the world, doing research in medicine, surgery, pharmacology, medication. I mean, it just never ends. You need to have 50 lives to keep in touch with the constant progress of medicine, surgery, pharmacology, and everything, right? So I constantly go on YouTube, and a few years ago I started to notice all these freaking medical charlatans posting videos by the dozens every day. And of course, once you click on one of them, the freaking stupid AI algorithm of YouTube suggests the more freaking medical charlatan channels to me, so that I keep watching these scammers, right? Initially, I used to click on them, but now I don't, because I get pissed each time when after 30 seconds, I have to turn off that video, and because I get pissed to hear what what these guys say. I mean, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm here for you. I'm here to be a counterweight. This is why I open my channel, to be a counterbalance to all these scammers that YouTube and of course every other platform allow. They love them. They love these charlatans because they make a ton of money for themselves, and they bring billions of dollars to YouTube, X, Instagram, Facebook, Meta, right? They're never going to ban them, right? Because they love the money. For the money, they're going to do anything, even selling their soul to the devil. All these high-tech corporations, they don't care about you. They don't care about science. They don't care about medical truth and knowledge. All they care about is their bottom line, which is the money, right? Anybody who thinks that they claim that they care about scientific truth, no. They care about the money, right? If selling their soul to the devil, right, would bring them trillions of dollars, they would gladly sell their soul to the devil, right? If having sex with the devil would bring them trillions of dollars, all these high-tech corporation owners and CEOs would gladly have sex with the devil, right? Everybody knows that anybody who claims anything else is a buffoon, is a naive fool, right? Hear it from Dr. B, right? They would sleep with the devil. All these evil billionaires and multi-millionaires who own all these freaking high-tech corporations, they would sleep with the devil if it was to bring them millions and billions and trillions of dollars. Because the more millions and the more billions they have, the more they want. The greed is written in their brain. The devil put the greed in their brain and in their heart. So how can you the regular person who doesn't have this sense of smell of Dr. B, recognize these medical charlatans and stop clicking on these freaking people and subscribing and listening to what they have? Because you do that because you're ignorant. It's not your fault, right? It's like somebody who has cancer. Well, if somebody who is ignorant, doesn't have any medical knowledge, and who is suffering from cancer, well, if a neighbor comes and say, you know what, there is this drink that just came from Europe, and if you pay me $1,000 and you drink this bottle, after 2 days your cancer will disappear. Well, the guy is desperate. He will pay $1,000 and he's gonna drink that solution that is just sugar, made of sugar and salt or something else, right? Because people click because they're ignorant, right? And I'm saying that with all due respect. I'm here to tell you, how can you avoid clicking on this freaking stuff and subscribing and listening to these charlatans, right? The number one clue that the channel is run by the charlatan, by a medical charlatan, is to look at the thumbnail. Look at the thumbnail, right? Look at the thumbnail. By the way, I apologize. I need to quickly stop and tell you there are 114 million YouTube channels. Right now, November 2025, there is an estimated, and this is a conservative, there's way more. Every day there are millions more. At least 114 million YouTube channels. In my estimate, based on what I see, 10% of these YouTube channels, 10% of these 114 million YouTube channels, active YouTube channels, are run by medical charlatans. You need to stay away from them. And so so I go back to how to detect these and stay away from these and not click on this freaking stuff because it pisses me off. The thumbnail, number one clue, the thumbnail. Pay attention to this. Look at my thumbnail, right? Have you seen all my thumbnails? Nice and professional with a beautiful smile. And I put the title of my video, right? Nice, beautiful title, very clear, very short, very clear, right? A week ago, I received an email on my YouTube email. I received a message from an expert in SEO, search engine optimization. I had never heard anything before about SEO. I'm starting to learn about SEO. This gentleman claimed to be an expert about SEO optimization and was telling me that he would love if I pay him money to optimize my YouTube channel so that I can get more views. And then among all the many problems with my channels that he listed, one on the top was that my thumbnails are not eye-catching. So this gentleman listed a huge amount of problems with my channels, and he pointed to this and that, and he told me, look, this is your channel. He posed a picture of me, and he said, look, and he put arrows like that pointing to 3 views on my videos and saying one of the major problems among many is that my freaking thumbnails are not eye-catching. So I'm like, okay, but what the catso does he mean? So I sent back a response to him. I said, what do you mean that when you say that my thumbnails are not eye-catching? Can you give me an example of what would be a eye-catching thumbnail? Guess what this gentleman did? He sent me a picture of me, freaking me, right? I don't know how he did that or how they do that. These are experts in videos, right? He took a picture from probably one of my videos, and I don't know, he used artificial intelligence. What the catso did he use? I have no clue about how to do this. I'm an expert in medicine surgery, not in computers. And he made my picture like that with my finger like that. I swear to God, pointing to that freaking, I was talking, I don't know what video it was about, but a picture of a freaking peanut butter or something, right? Or olive oil. I was like that. Right? And my God, it was a revelation. Because that gentleman is right. He's right. Each and every one, I apologize, I just dropped my microphone. Each and every one of these medical charlatans, if you look at their thumbnails, these people who claim to be doctors, right? I don't know, I haven't seen their credential. YouTube never asked for my credential, right? So I could be anybody. So same for these people. 99% of these medical charlatans, all of them, right? They are always, all their thumb, they have their finger pointing, and they have this weird, like that, or the next way, and they point to something, right? It's either a picture or a title, right? So basically, if I don't play the monkey, if I don't have a clown face, Instead of being professional, if you look at all my thumbnail, I have the same picture, very professional, the same way I dress when I go to work, right? I always have a beautiful smile, nice clean shaved and hair. I'm always been like this since I was in medical school, right? I don't go with a beard, dirty hair, you know what I'm saying? Always clean lab coat and everything. So according to this German expert in SEO, if I don't make a freaking clown face or a monkey face on my thumbnails pointing to... like that, my thumbnails are not eye-catchy. So he basically wants me to play the fool, play the monkey, play the clown in order to get viewers. I'm never gonna do that. I have my dignity, my decency. Those people are not doctors. A real doctor will not do that. I've been following surgeons, doctor, cardiologists, neurologists, biologists, real ones, right? When you look at their thumbnail, right, in order to improve my knowledge in medicine, after 30 more years, I need to work constantly improve. When you look at their thumbnail, they're extremely professional. You either don't see their face, or if they have their face, they're extremely professional and they have a little title or a little picture of the heart, and they explain to you about the open surgery for coronary bypass, right? And you have the nice surgeon so that people can understand who is this guy and everything, right? You never see the heart surgeon or the... like that, right? So this is the number one clue for you to recognize. And again, get it from me. I've been going on YouTube watching, again, in order to improve my knowledge, right? A ton of medical professionals in different specialties of medicine and surgery, right? For many years. I have never seen one real doctor, real surgeon, real biologist, real biochemist, real pharmacologist, real any medical professional, right? Going on YouTube, putting a video and playing the buffoon. Huh? Right? I mean, don't you have any dignity? Don't you have any decency? So please, trust me, if you see that kind of thumbnail, like this SEO expert was suggesting that I do, stay away. Do not click on that. Because then you know that by 99.99% chance, that person is a medical charlatan, and what he's saying in that video, the guy is saying, is a lie, is medical misinformation and disinformation, right? I will never, ever play the buffoon, play the fool, play the monkey in my video. Oh, look at the peanut butter. Oh, look at that medication. Oh, look at that beta blocker for your heart failure. I mean, don't you have any decency? Tip number two to recognize one of these medical charlatans so that you don't click on them. Don't make them more money. Guys, don't make these people become... You see, it's like people who get scammed by financial advisors, right? People who get scammed and wire millions of dollars, billions of dollars to this so-called beautiful girl in the Philippines. Just last week, I was watching the news. This guy, 75 years old, big belly like that, triple chin, like 75 years old, he wired his entire life savings, millions of dollars, to this gorgeous 20-year-old in the Philippines thinking that this woman loves him and everything. I mean, how stupid this man was or is. And then he called the FBI, and the FBI is investigating. I mean, how stupid you gotta be, right? Being a 70-year-old, 75, I forgot, here somewhere in the I think it was in Michigan somewhere. The guy was in search for love, right? 75 years old, right? Big belly like that. Oh, gonna have probably a heart attack in 3 days. Right, in search for love. So he goes online to this, freaking dating website and find this 20-year-old Filipina who promises him that, oh, you know what, I'm gonna love you. I want your baby in my I mean, what the cat? So, what is wrong with these people, right? What is wrong with these people? I don't blame the scammer, who's probably somewhere in Nigeria and put a fake picture of a 20-year-old Filipina, and the Nigerian scammer is probably himself an old 50-year-old man. I don't blame the scammer. I blame the guy who got scammed for being so stupid, right? Do not blame the devil. If you rob a bank, do not blame the devil. Blame yourself, right? You were the stupid idiot who went and robbed a bank, right? Don't blame it on, the devil and blah, 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 right? You're the stupid idiot who went to rob a bank instead of going get a job, right? To make a living with decency and honesty, right? So the number 2 tip to find out how these people, to smell and to avoid clicking on these bastards and not make them more millionaires than they are, is to look at their title. Once you look at the thumbnail, I told you based on now the second part is the title. Look at the title. If it's too good to be true, it just is. Means there is this so-called urologist. I don't want to name names and anything, and there's dozens of them, urologists, right? Who have all jumped on the bandwagon of erection, masturbation, and prostate enlargement. I mean, I'm laughing because I'm a doctor, I'm an expert, and I know everything. I know medicine and surgery better than I know my own penis, right? You know how every man knows their own penis like the back of their hand, right? I know medicine and surgery better than my own penis, right? Because every man has been playing with his penis since he was a little kid. So figuratively, a man knows his own penis better than anything else in the universe, right? I know medicine and surgery better than my own penis, right? But you, so all these freaking urologists have jumped on this bandwagon of masturbation and of course erection, and of course prostate enlargement. So there are many of them who say, oh, if you drink 1 glass per day of this beverage, I don't want to say what it is, you will have an erection that is harder than what it was when you were a teenager, 17-year-old teenager, even at the age of 80, right? So guys, if you read a title like this, I beg you, please don't click on that. Please don't subscribe. Are you stupid or what? I mean, I don't understand. How much IQ does someone need? And I say this to you, woman, to you, man, respectfully. You don't have medical education like Dr. B. You don't know nothing about medicine and surgery. But don't you have a few neurons in your brain? Isn't there any part of your brain that is working, that you click? And it's amazing. Because as I said in one of my videos, I have to throw my hat in the air. If any of my videos have more than 10 views, but these people, they make millions of views, 10 millions, 5 millions, millions of subscribers, 5 million subscribers, 10 million subscribers, 500,000 subscribers. It's unbelievable because of you, because you click on those. Like the other guy who says if you drink this freaking beverage, after 1 month your prostate enlargement will disappear. The guy has 5 million subscribers, right? The guy has 10 million views for each of his videos. It is disheartening, right? It is disheartening. So my message is to you. I'm sure you have a few neurons in your freaking brain, whatever is your profession, and I apologize. I might seem like an asshole saying this to you. I don't want to disrespect you, right? Not everybody has the blessing to have an super intelligent brain like Dr. B. Since I was in elementary school, I was always top in my class, honor and everything, right? But for God's sake, you have a little bit of intelligence, whether you're a blue collar or white collar worker, whether you have education or don't have education, it doesn't matter. The few neurons that you have in your brain, don't they tell you that this is a scam and you shouldn't click on it or subscribe or watch that freaking video? If I am wrong, then just send me, tell me what part of it I don't understand. What part of it I don't understand that millions of people subscribe to these millions of channels run by these millions of medical charlatans, also called medical quack, medical hacks, medical disinformation and misinformators, medical misinformators and medical disinformators. I don't know, help me, I swear to God, help me. Listen, all of my ex-girlfriend, I never got lucky enough to date doctors, and I think it's even better. My dream would be one day to date a mathematician, a PhD in math. I have a master's degree level in mathematics. I would love to date to have a girlfriend who is a PhD, a doctorate in mathematics. One of my great friends is a PhD in mathematics at the University of Louisiana, right? He's a doctor in mathematics. His brain in mathematics is just like beyond what my brain can do. I have an utmost admiration for the brain of a mathematician, right? At high level, right? I have master's degree level, advanced mathematics knowledge and everything. Same in chemistry, biochemistry, physics and everything. But I don't have the PhD level in mathematics. The same way I'm very good in the game of chess, right? But a grandmaster will smack my ass immediately after 30 seconds in the game of chess, even though I'm very good. But in front of a grandmaster or a master chess player, I mean, I'm nothing. He's gonna whip my ass, right? So, but I mean, you don't need to have massive amount of knowledge and brain power to be able to see that what the guy says is just freaky. It's just a scam, guys. Don't click on that stuff. So please, guys, I have to cut it. There's so much to say. But I have to cut it short. I promise I have to cut short my videos, make them sure you guys get bored. People will stay for hours watching porn or music or entertainment, stupid movies, for hours. But after 5 minutes watching Dr. B, people stop watching my videos for some reason I don't understand. So remember, number one, the thumbnail. If the guy, he's not a doctor. He's a quack, right? Don't click on that. And number two, the title. If the title is too good to be true, if the guy is promising that if you buy this supplement, your penis is going to get harder than when you were a 20-year-old, he's lying to you. If this guy is telling you if you drink this, your hair is going to suddenly grow like Dr. B's, he's lying to you. If it was true, the freaking billionaire owner of Amazon, Jeff Bezos, who is bald like an egg, he would have bought all those freaking supplements and stuff, and he would have hair like this, right? So you're smart enough to know that if somebody tells you that, oh, you see, if you put freaking castor oil, this scammer says, the other guy says, if you put castor oil or freaking onion juice on your hair, you're going to have a hair like that. And they are very good. They are geniuses, evil geniuses that put artificial intelligence, music, fake pictures in their video, right? But I mean, if it was true, if freaking castor oil or if freaking onion juice or any other katsu they tell you put in your freaking hair and you're gonna have a full set of hair like Dr. B, well, the freaking Jeff Bezos, who can buy the entire planet, would have bought them all. He wouldn't be walking around with a head bald like an egg, right? Same thing for John Travolta. Same thing for freaking Dwayne The Rock Johnson and billions of other. Steve Ballmer, the owner of, the co-founder of freaking, with Bill Gates of this freaking Microsoft corporation, is bald like an egg, right? He has a little bit of hair in the back. He has billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars in the bank. If that was true, then Steve Ballmer would be walking with a hair like that, right? So how can you fall? And these people again make millions of views and millions of subscribers. I don't get it, guys, how stupid people are. And with all due respect, I say that with all due respect, use the few neurons that you have in your brain. Remember, there are 10 billion neurons in the brain, right, of an average human. Me, I have probably 20 billion, double the number of neurons in my brain, because Dr. B is super intelligent. Dr. B, even if I wasn't a doctor, I wouldn't fall for these scammers, right? I wouldn't fall for the guy who's telling me that if I drink this water, this drink, I'm going to have a penis bigger than that of a horse after 1 month, right? It's so disheartening, guys. But anyways, you do whatever the katsu you want to do. Just know that Dr. B is not here for the money, the fame, the glory. Dr. B is here. I make a ton of money at our clinic. My patients can put a crown on my head. I am their king. I'm famous for them, and that's enough for me. I'm here on YouTube for you. I'm here to be a counterweight, a counterbalance to all these scammers. That's why I'm here. I'm not here for anything else, right? Help me, guys, to grow this channel so that together we can grow it. We can be a counterweight, a counterbalance to all these people, guys. I bring you the science, the knowledge, the truth, right? I'm not here. I'm here for you, for humanity, for mankind, for medicine, for science. And that's why I went to medical school. Right? Not for the money, not for the fame, not for the glory. I need to copyright this sentence. Regardless of your ethnicity, your gender, your political affiliation, your sexual orientation, whether you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, Jew, Muslim, Hinduist, atheist, Christian, any katsu, whether you're black, white, yellow, purple, Hispanic, Asian, any katsu, whether you're asexual, bisexual, trisexual, polysexual, heterosexual, any sexual. I love you guys. I swear to God, I love you. I love humanity. And I promised when I took my Hippocratic oath that I will never betray my oath and put my interest above yours. You will always be above me. I will always bring you the science, the truth. I will never lie to you. I will never sell my soul to the devil. I will never sleep with the devil, even if the devil has to give me $1 billion. What am I going to do with $1 billion? I'm going to buy a mansion, a boat, an airplane. And so what? I don't give a katsu about that. I love medicine. I love to learn. I love science. I love surgery. I love knowledge, right? I want to have a simple, normal life. I'm so happy I have more money than I need, for God's sake. I'm never going to sleep with the devil unless this billionaire, unlike these billionaire, evil, greedy bastards. Put your comments, your questions down there. Help me to grow this channel. I love you guys. May God bless you and keep you always healthy and successful, and hopefully healthy with the help of Dr. B. Put your question, your comments, any katsu you want to ask, even criticism, put them down there. I promise I will respond. And I apologize. I apologize if I was a little bit rude when I talked about your brain, your neurons, not being able to discern that this guy is a quack, and why you click on those, and why so many millions of people click and subscribe to these freaking medical charlatans channels, making them millionaires and billionaires. I apologize. I really apologize. I probably lacked sensitivity. May God bless you guys and keep you always successful and healthy, and hopefully healthy thanks to the help of Dr. B. I really do love you guys, and I really care about humans, about mankind, and I don't care about fame and fortune, guys. That's for the devil. Thank you very much. I talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.